Now, Dr. D, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning and happy birthday, Naria.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, I will await you yesterday, but I was a bit.
I understand. It's not easy to be a political technocrat. You have to.
But thank God for His grace. Thank God for His grace.
But let's delve into this issue. You know, this administration came on board saying that they do not believe in subsidy, that subsidy was a hoax. And now we're hearing of subsidy removal, and which, of course, has raised the question as regards, is there subsidy in the first place?
No doubt about it, there is subsidy. But that subsidy, for me, was created so that some people's pocket could be lined. To the extent that there are a lot of ways that we will have been able to bypass this subsidy thing.
How do you mean?
I will explain.
Okay.
For us to have a good living standard for the people. But because those in government had always believed that they are in government for themselves and not for the people. Now, imagine, I like giving a very, very close analogy that people can easily understand. Let's take, for instance, the issue of Panediam. Okay, Panediam. Which one is better for you? To eat that Panediam, prepare that Panediam in your house, all right? Or to go and be eating it at the restaurant. If you prepare Panediam, if you are going to prepare Panediam in your house, the only thing you need to buy is the mortar and the pestle, or
the yam.
And the yam. Or as a modern babe like you go and buy this pounding machine. Because I know somebody like you don't want to be using that one that our mothers used to exert energy. Because that's where the beauty is anyway. It will be cheaper when you are eating pounded yam of the same quantity. And then you prepare that soup of the same taste. Unlike when you go to the restaurant to buy. Okay? If you are now buying at the restaurant, it will be more expensive. You will transport yourself there and bring it back home. All right? So by the time you are doing it at home, the transportation there, to and fro, will not be there, number one. Number two, everybody at home will be able to know the cost of the yam, the cost of the condiments you are using to prepare the stew, and all that. To that extent, you will have been able to save money that you will now use, peradventure, to buy subscription to your television at home. Enough money to buy some other things to equip your house. So what I'm saying in essence is this. If our refineries had been working, there wouldn't have been need to be transporting our crude oil down there and then bring it back. Again, all the other residues of crude oil crackings will have been also here to develop other industries like petrochemical industries and all that. Okay, to that extent, the prices of not only PMS, petroleum products, including diesel, including kerosene, including all those things, they will be here. And then the prices will be down. Okay? Again, I heard you talking about transportation from refinery. How about all these are tank farms? We have tank farms.
Are they functioning?
They are not functioning. You know also why? Because some people's pockets have to be lined up. And that's why you now have all these private tank farms coming up. And look at all these tank farms. the way they have been charging. But if it is government tank farms, like the one you have in Mosimi, the one you have in Ore, the one you have in Ibadan, those in Apapa that are not working, meanwhile private tank farms are working in Apapa. The ones scattered all over the country. I think we have nothing less than 23, 25 tank farms. And then you now see some of these tank farms again telling us that they want to go on strike. No. These are issues that have made me to sum it up, that subsidy is nothing other than fraud.
Now, with the analogy you painted about the pounded yam thing, doing it homemade, in order not to, incur those costs you mentioned, what is the side effect economically to have on us if we have to go on
the simple side effect is they have now subjected Nigerians to a lower standard.
How do you mean?
Of living. That is to say, our living standard is now beyond. I mean, it's below. Extremely, not just below, extremely below what it's supposed to be. To the sense that your real income had been so diminished to the sense that your salary is nothing to take home again. Imagine this. Somebody earning 1,000 naira 10 years ago. When you now look at the inflationary rate between 10 years ago and now, you see that amount of money is not up to 10,000 again, just like 500 naira. In those days, I remember as a small boy, when my father takes me to the filling station to go and buy fuel, they always tell him, Baba, fill up. He just say, fill up. That time again, you were having super and ordinary when it comes to PMS. Super.
What's super?
Super PMS, ordinary PMS. When you look at the colors, you know that they are different. All right? One is more concentrated than the other. That means the level of how do they put it now?
Is it density?
No. Combustion will also differs. So if you buy 10 liters of this and 10 liters of that, one will last you longer than the other. And with 10 naira, what is even 10 naira? No. 1 naira. Yeah, 1 naira then. My father's 404 will be filled up. But look at what we have today now. Now, because they are now planning to increase pump price again, go around. When I was coming just now, NNPC Ojudu there was locked up. No fuel. The one directly opposite, Wando, Q. I saw Q there. That is in front of road safety. I said, these people, because they are planning to increase pump price again, they are now suffering us. Go out there and see a lot of commuters on the road.
Dr. In 2012, we saw Occupy Nigeria, which of course was as a result of the removal or the planned removal of subsidy. That of course changed the whole narrative, and we saw former President Goodluck Jonathan shifting his stance, especially as a result of that. Do you see that happening? The coming administration...
It cannot happen because the press has been gagged. It cannot happen because presently, even you,
it's a new administration, remember?
I say even you that is in the fifth whatever now, you can't talk anyhow else. Look at what happened to channels. People, most of you are being gagged all of the time. So you can't.
I'm saying that a new administration would have been in by then. Come May 29, all
new administration. What is different? What is making the administration new? APC to APC, and he has been saying that he's going to continue where Buhari stopped. So what makes it new? We are even going to see a tighter administration. We are going to see a tighter, because while he was in Lagos, we knew all he was doing, taxing. I was reading a kind of a bar on your this thing just now, or maybe in one of the newspapers or so, saying that they are now going to increase tax. One of your newspapers, the one of the headlines there, saying that tax is going to be increased again. When are you going to stop taxing people without giving them real dividends of democracy?
So that brings me to my question, because we know that a new administration, whether APC or whatever party it is, will come upstream by May 29th. My question is, in the interim, what do you think the government now can do to really make life a little bearable?
There is nothing they can do in the interim, because they are bent on what they want to do. Nothing. The government is never thinking about you. I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday night. Incidentally, that's why I even called him in the US. Incidentally, yesterday was his birthday too. Happy birthday. Oh. We always call him Okesima Armageddon when we were in school. I was now talking to him, oh boy, look at what is happening in our country. Where do we go from here? He was telling me that, look, it's not that there is no tax over there. In fact, they are always taxed.
They are more taxed than
us. But the difference is this.
The dividends.
Social services, essential services. Do you understand? Yes. They will never take your light. I was trying to choose what I will wear from my wardrobe this morning while coming. They just look like, bam. Do you not expect me to quickly go and put on the generator?
No, I expect you to have prepared before today. Anyways, let's...
Do you understand? There will be no light, no road, no water, nothing.
That's a sad reality.
Nothing. You will use your money. Even communities do contribute money to buy transformer.
To fix the road.
Are you telling me? To fix the road. In my neighborhood, we always contribute money to repair our roads. Even at times when you even want to do a major one, local government will ask you that you should come and even pay them. This is what they're supposed to fix. But over there, no. Even when they want to fix road, they would have informed you 3 months before they... I was in Maryland some times ago, and we were passing through a road. They have already seen that within that neighborhood, the population was increasing. So based on their own plan, they now put notices, not even just one, notices on that road, that from so time to so time, repairs, expansion will take place on this road, and it will last them for this long. They now put in the alternative roads that you can apply. But here we are here. No, the only thing we always hear is building collapse.
Sadly. Dr. D, you were trying to elaborate or talk about expatiate on the issue of the $800 million the last time we spoke.
Sure.
And you said that it can never be free. And right now they've come out with a report.
I said it.
I'm wondering why they didn't come out
and
with
the last said they are going to pay back
5 years.
with a particular percentage.
1.25%.
So who bears that brunt? Children yet unborn, because all they can do is to borrow, and when you are now borrowing
for consumption,
I mean, what do you expect? Will you not be able to pay back? You ain't going to be able to pay back. And why are they even borrowing? To cushion the effect of subsidy. Now calculate that money. You know, I was talking about modular refinery. You know, I always like to simplify my submissions without using figures, because a lot of people out there will not want to hear figures. If you keep on talking about figures, they won't They will just be cracking their brain. That's why I like using, local or examples. Do you understand? Now listen to this. If you should borrow 100 naira, and I borrow 100 naira, you use your own to buy a costume apparels. Within a short while, you will finish that money. But if I invest my own in productive activities, it will be yielding me interest to the sense that what is yielding me will even pay this one off in no time, and that money will still be there, and my people will still be enjoying it. So why are we having successive governments that are putting us in all these problems? But then I will not blame them. I was coming this morning, I picked somebody, gave somebody a ride, and I was telling him, look, what is causing this 10 minutes traffic is just a small portion in front, whereby four lanes, we want to turn to one, and where they are turning to one, there is a pothole that doesn't cause them anything to fix. And that 4 lanes that is turning to one would have been straight down to Beggar. But because at that point they stopped construction. Why? Because a particular supermarket that belongs to somebody very close to a former president in this country said this thing will affect a supermarket, and they went to court and they stopped it over 5 years. So not until when we the people decide to release ourselves from the strangles of this wicked hegemonic structure, wicked hegemonic structure, we ain't going to get to anywhere. Things will be getting worse and worse every day. I said something here.
But
I said something. Sorry,
we really do not have time.
I said something on this.
I'd like to bring in. Hold on, please. I'd like to bring in the perspective of Peng and Sand to this. That's the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria. They are in support of the subsidy, although they put a little caveat about refineries, working. But we see them in full support of this.
Of what importance has Pengerson been to making people have a relief from this incessant subsidy we have been talking? Pengerson will come up and say, look, we are going to go on strike until these are moribund refineries are this and that. They just make noise. They go and have meeting with the government. At the end of the day, we won't hear anything. But meanwhile, waters has passed underneath the bridge.
So let's just quickly take this tweet because we are running out of time, please. The tweet is from a handle called prodigal_ix. It says, wait, I thought we are an oil-producing nation. The subsidy shouldn't be removed. What's your view on that?
Should there even be anything like subsidy in the first instance? That's why I gave you that analogy of pounded yam. I always use pounded yam because I'm an Ekiti man. That's my best food. Do you understand why I gave you that pounded yam? See?
So do you think it's a scam or something?
I said it.
You already said
I already said it. I said that subsidy is not supposed to be. It is a way of scamming Nigerians. Nothing more. Subsidy is nothing other than stealing by trick.
But
the
statement made
let me hit it straight away.
That tweet, the statement made by that tweet looks contradictory because he's saying subsidy shouldn't be removed since we're an oil-producing nation.
Is that what?
Yes. Maybe what he meant to say was
there is no.
subsidy should be
Listen. If you are producing your pounded yam in your house, Shebi Obobolale will just go to the kitchen. Go out.
No
Nothing like transportation.
Yeah.
The everything is there. Your chicken is from your poultry.
How about human effort?
Human effort, so I don't know enjoying it together. For you, I have already, the husband has already paid the dowry. So what else? Instead of for her to, I mean, the husband has provided the money, go to the market and buy this and all that, and that's all. But you see, the issue is this. I will repeat that quote. I'll be making that quote, and I will repeat it again. Not until when the people decide to come together to emancipate themselves from the claws of the wicked hegemony, what it is will always be, nothing more.
Well, that's a fine place to leave it. We'll just wrap up the conversation now with this comment from Facebook, and it's from Mike J. It says the only way out of this issue of subsidy is getting refineries to work out. They're just saying the same thing, and we know that these are some of the issues that would continue to form the crux of the conversation.
But you know that they will not get those refineries to work until when the people, both the young and the old, the rich and the poor, anybody within that strata of the rule, okay, decide to come together and emancipate themselves from this wicked hegemonic structure. Subsidy will always be their agenda to excruciate, to give people an excruciating form of life, because that is what they are holding on to continue to perpetuate their rulings upon us.
You sound like, you know, that sounds like rehashing some fears in some quarters that after it is removed now, in the next 5-10 years, we might hear subsidy removed.
No, 5 years? 2 months ago, you remember what happened? 2 months ago, they said they are going to remove subsidy, this and that. And then they brought it to 185, current 185. Now, and I said it here. I said it on this particular platform. That you see, they said they are now removing subsidy again. That they said they have removed 2015 when they first came in. Now, and I said in another 1 month, I said not until when we get out of these people and hold them by the jugular. See, J.F. Kennedy has said it. Even though I'm still a student of Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi. Do you understand? But at the same time, I believe in J.F. Kennedy that says those who make peaceful change impossible will make violent change inevitable. Not until when the people, like the Germans did the other time, by parking over 1,001 vehicles on the bridge. I said it here. Let Lagosians park all their cars on Tomiland Bridge. Let those in Abuja park their cars on the way to Aso Rock. Those in Oyo State, park your own on the way to Makinde's office.
Now you're sounding like an activist. But
I'm not an activist. I am a crusader.
Even
and as a crusader, we must face reality.
Okay.
Jesus Christ did not get the crown. Without going to the cross. Jesus Christ did not get the crown without getting to the cross. Not until when we believe that Nigerians will not settle down.
Technocrat has been with us talking on this issue, passionately actually talking about the issue of subsidy removal. And of course, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure having me on the show, even though you have called me an activist this morning, which I am not.
We wrap up the show on that note. My name is Omobolanle Adeshi. A very big thank you for being a part of IBrand Daybreak today. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.
My name is Joshua Okata. Do have a great day.